The Cardinals hired Dave Duncan and Tony La Russa in 1996. The Cardinals immediately turn around. Their fortunes become what they have become. They win a division in the first year. And this thing, Dave, and I've talked to you about it, talked to the pitchers about it, it seemed to really turn in 2000 when the Cardinals brought Andy Bennis back, brought in Darryl Kyle, and then a guy that probably doesn't get enough credit for setting the tone for what the Cardinal pitching staff is right now in Pat Henkin. Can you talk about that group and how they kind of changed the fortunes?
Well, I think it was more than just players. I think the organization itself, were really had their mindset on getting the franchise back to what it had been historically, and they worked hard. Our contribution was little in comparison to what the organization's was, but they started bringing in guys with quality makeup, like Pat Henkin. And whenever you have that kind of leadership, not just within your staff, but I'm talking about pitching staff, but within your clubhouse, guys that can actually have an impact on how players and pitchers conduct themselves on and off the field, and take the responsibility that you really have as a major league player. You have a lot of responsibility to the city, the fan, the organization. To do it right, you take that responsibility and act on it. But there's no doubt guys like Carpenter coming in, Woody Williams, class guy, knew how to act. The people they started acquiring had the right attitude, the right makeup, and conducted themselves the right way, and that was very important for our organization.
And one of those guys, and I don't think as fans we've ever gotten past it, I know as coaches and teammates, you never got past the loss of Darryl Kyle. What a gentleman, what a competitor, what a great pitcher he was.
And leader. He was one of our leaders, and everybody looked up to him. Whenever a pitcher had something that he was in question about, they didn't all come to me. They would go to Darryl Kyle. They would go to Carpenter. They would go to those guys that were leaders on our pitching staff. And I think that's why we were as consistent as we were. We had real good leadership.
And I talk to Brad every day, and 2 or 3 times a week we will have a Chris Carpenter story. When I talk to Chris, we'll have a Chris Carpenter story. More than just the pitchers, he's a unique individual, especially in a locker room environment, isn't he?
Well, he's not going to let you do something you shouldn't be doing, or act in a way that you shouldn't be acting. But at the same time, he's a great guy. He just had the ability to sit somebody down and talk to them, and talk to them in a way that they understood what he was trying to get across to them.